Welcome to English Odyssey, the place where language meets life and simple words lead to powerful understanding. Today's journey is not just about books or school. It's about discovering who we are and who we can become through education. It's about the courage to dream, the discipline to learn, and the strength to rise. This story is a double-layered journey. First, through the life of Amina, a symbol of courage and learning, and second, through your heart, as you realize that education is not just for the classroom, but for life. So sit back, open your heart, and walk with us through a world where every word is a step, every lesson a ladder, and every moment a chance to grow. Paragraph 1. A seed of hope. In a small village, far away from the city lights, there lived a girl named Amina. Her world was simple, a small house, a few animals, and a heart full of curiosity. She had no books, no school, and no teachers. But she had a dream. Every night, Amina would look at the stars and wonder, what else is out there? What is beyond the mountains? One day she heard someone say, "People who read can see the world without leaving their home." That sentence stayed in Amina's heart. It was a spark, a tiny flame that started burning. Education became her dream, her secret wish, her path to something more. Paragraph 2. The first step. Amina's family was poor. School cost money. But Amina didn't give up. She heard about a library in the nearby town. Every day she walked 3 miles to sit outside its door. She couldn't go inside, but she watched children reading through the windows. One day, the librarian noticed her. He gave her a paper and pencil. He asked her name and slowly began to teach her the alphabet. Every day, Amina practiced letters in the dirt with a stick. She whispered new words under her breath. Her first word was dream. That word stayed with her forever. It became her light on dark days. Paragraph 3. Learning is light. As weeks turned into months, Amina could read small books. She read about oceans, animals, planets, and people. Her world grew bigger with every word. She learned that the sun is a star, that water has 3 forms, and that women in other places are pilots, doctors, and writers. Her eyes opened. She once said, "Before, I saw shadows, but now I see color." Education was not just knowledge. It was light. It was vision. It was power. With each lesson, her voice grew stronger. Her questions became deeper, and the girl who once sat silently outside the library now led other children in story circles. Paragraph 4. Power of questions. Amina's curiosity became her compass. She asked, "Why do some children go to school and some don't? Why can boys play while girls work? Why is there no school in our village?" The librarian told her, "Questions lead to change." With this idea, Amina started writing letters to schools, to leaders, to anyone who might listen. Most people ignored her, but one day a letter returned with a simple answer: yes. A mobile teacher came to her village once a week. Under a tree, Amina and 10 other children sat on mats and learned math, science, and reading. Education had moved from the city to her world, all because she asked. Paragraph 5. A new confidence. With every new fact, Amina became more confident. She started helping her younger siblings with homework. She taught her neighbors how to read signs and write their names. She stood in front of the village and read a speech about dreams. Her voice shook, but she did not stop. People clapped. Even the elders nodded. That moment changed everything. Amina realized education wasn't just about books. It was about bravery. It gave her a voice, a purpose, and a path. She no longer hid in shadows. She became a light for others. Paragraph 6. Doors opens years past. Amina applied for a scholarship at a city school. She wrote an essay titled, "Learning is My Freedom." Her words touched the hearts of many. She was accepted. For the first time, she saw computers, science labs, and libraries full of books. She was scared, but excited. She studied harder than anyone. While others slept, she read. While others played, she practiced. She knew where she came from, and she knew what she wanted. Education opened a door, and Amina walked through with courage. Paragraph 7. New world, new mind. In the city, Amina met students from different countries, cultures, and religions. She learned to listen, to discuss, to respect, and to lead. She joined clubs, gave speeches, and led group projects. She started writing articles for student newspapers about girls' education. She said, "A school book in a girl's hand is a tool for peace." Her words inspired many. Education made her brave, thoughtful, and kind. It didn't just fill her mind, it shaped her soul. Amina was no longer just a village girl. She was a leader, a change maker, a voice for many. Paragraph 8. The ripple effect after university. Amina returned to her village, not to rest, but to give back. She built a small school beside the same tree where she once learned. She named it the Dream School. Children came from far away. She hired teachers, built a library, and even got computers through donations. The village changed. Girls no longer stayed home. Boys read about planets and history. Parents attended evening classes. The entire village transformed. Amina often said, "One girl learned. Now 100 more will." Education is not a drop, it's a ripple, and her ripple had become a wave. Paragraph 9. Education is freedom. Amina traveled to other countries to speak about education. She met world leaders, joined conferences, and even helped write a new law about free education for all children. But she never forgot her past. She carried her first book with her, the one where she learned the word dream. She said, "That word gave me freedom." Education gave her choices, voice, power, and peace. No one could take that from her. Not poverty, not fear, not silence. Education made her strong from the inside out. Paragraph 10. Your turn to learn. Now it's your turn. Maybe you're just starting. Maybe school is hard. Maybe you think you're too old, too poor, too far behind. But remember, it's never too late to learn. One word a day, one page a night, one question at a time. That's how it starts. Let education be your ladder. Let knowledge be your wings. Let curiosity be your fire. Amina's journey is proof. Learning changes everything, so pick up a book, ask a question, watch a lesson. Your story begins now. You've just walked a path filled with courage, questions, and transformation, the kind only education can bring. Thank you for being part of this journey with us on English Odyssey. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe. Every time you learn, you grow. And every time you grow, the world changes a little more. This is English Odyssey, where every word builds your future, and every story takes you one step closer to your dreams.